Let's play Vintage Story. Someone just recently described this game to me as grown-up Minecraft. Yeah, I think they're probably right. Here's a playthrough. Let's go. So let's create a new world, and we're going to customize it. But you can do standard, exploration, wilderness survival, Homo sapien, experimental, and creative build. This one's crazy, right? Removes all lore and content and evidence of current past civilizations. So there's a bunch of ruins all over the planet. So there's no ruins or anything. You're the first human on the planet. The story's focused on realistic survival. So like some of the stuff that comes out of those ruins is like, you'd be lost without it. It's key. And some of the stuff that's underground in the ruins is awesome. So like this is Homo sapien version is sort of like just pure good luck, bro. Wilderness survival for players that enjoy challenging combat and survival mechanics. Greater focus on survival, less focus on exploration and building. Respawns randomly within 5,000 blocks upon death. So yeah, so you've got a bunch of different playstyle versions here. You have standard, exploration, wilderness, Homo sapien, and creative build. Creative is just you can do whatever you want. This wilderness survival one is basically you don't build a base, right? Because 5,000 blocks upon death. I mean, forget it. Like you just leave your stuff behind and so you just start over every time you die. Exploration for players that do not enjoy combat. This seems like it would be my space, but we're gonna play standard. We're gonna hit customize down here. And then we're going to go through and just customize the whole thing. There's a few things we're going to change just based on what I know. World height, we're going to leave. Survival. Temperatures, we're going to leave. 50 block respawn radius. That's for the full length of how the server will run, how the computer will deal with it. Grace timer, no timer. Monsters spawn right away. We'll give ourselves monsters right away. Death punishment, it'll drop the inventory contents. There's something about me that doesn't want that to happen because I hate the run back, but it also forces me to be a little bit, right? Seasons we're going to enable, of course. Player lives infinite. You can turn this to, this can be hard mode, right? So die once. Lung capacity, 40 seconds is when you're underwater. Days per month, like I said, is 9 days, 7.2 hours of real life. I think that's a good set. Days, it feels about right. That's just the standard. Winters longer than that. You go insane. True winters we'll leave on. Block gravity, sand and gravel. Wait till you see it. The gravity pushes the blocks around. It's the craziest thing. Allow underground farming. We're going to leave off. Body temperature hardiness, we'll leave at 0. Creature hostility, aggressive, of course. The creature strength, normal. Player health points, fine. Hunger rate, good. Walk speed, normal. Food spoilage rate, 100%. Tree sapling growth, somewhat slower. I was thinking like we might just make this normal. But I didn't really notice, like there's enough trees, right? Like I almost said that there's too many trees. So we might actually leave this here. Tool durability, say that 10 times fast. Fine. Pro pick node. This makes the game not as hard, but I can't imagine playing without it. You can get a prospector's tool, and when you hit a rock or a block, it tells you how much is in the soil, and then you have to go find it. And instead of being this, one of the things I like about Minecraft is that you mine a lot, but in Minecraft, it's easier to mine. Here, it's not as easy. And this pro pick allows it to go, I still spend time underground looking for shit. It's not easy, but it makes it bearable. Global deposit spawn rate 100%. Micro block chiseling. This is really, really cool. You can build a chisel and then chisel out of wood and block to make really intricate designs. I watched a guy take a chisel and make like a bunny rabbit like inset for a window last night. It was insane. I was like, what? Coordinate overview, we will have on. The world map, we will have on. Lore content, yes. The temporal storms, approximately every 10 days. I will probably take this to... So this one's saying that every month or every 2 months, you'll get one of these storms. And as the game goes on, You want to because you can fight them. Like it's fun to fight them. You stand out in the storm and they all come at you and you kill them. It's great. But in the first part of the game, it's rough. So maybe we can change this if we want to. Maybe we'll leave it on 10 to 20 days. The temporal storm length is normal. It's stability. We can see the rifts. This is for gear response. To set a respawn, you have to throw a gear in the ground. They have to come off one of these guys. Otherwise, you spawn in the middle of the forest. And I'm going to turn this on. So the way we get around the storms in the beginning is we'll sleep through them. And then as we don't want to do that anymore, then we can just stay awake and battle them out. I think this is key. I know there's a lot of people that talk about this temporal stability and like, I think it's a really cool way of doing the game. I think it's an interesting twist, but like, I don't think you should, like, if you want to do it. If you don't, you can turn it off. Honestly, there's these little temporal stability, or where is it? Where did I say? There's something, the temporal storm length, stabilities, rifts. The rifts are visible. You can see the rifts everywhere, and there's little rifts, and you can stand in those and fight too. All right. Climate distribution, realistic, land cover, upheaval rate, activity. We're just all going to leave. I don't think there's any world's edge, traversable, can fall down. You can fall off the world's edge. Polar equator distance, 100,000 blocks. Jesus. Global temperature normal. Precipitation normal. Forests and shrubs, whoops. Surface copper deposits, rare. Surface tin deposits, extremely rare, which as much as I want to change that, we're just going to leave it so we can play it like as it is. Land claiming, classic. We don't have to worry about any of this. Auction house. Yeah, there's traders all over the planet and you can trade with them, but you can also, so if you're playing on a server, they have auction houses. So you can put stuff up for auction. People can come by and try to buy it. It's really cool. I'm going to say apply. We're going to name this World of Drax. And we're going to create the world. Here we go. Let's pick our dude. So you can create a dude. Here's me. This guy looks remarkably like my other guy. I like the blue skin. All right. Eye color purple. It's tempting. Green. Orange. I just love it. I think he's going to be blue. What's he wearing? He's wearing a leotard. A two-piece. Britches. Give him some britches. And then we can do voice type. I did harmonica, I think, the last time. I want to know my harmonica. We're going to leave it on medium. Hair type layered. It's pretty good. I don't remember how long and flowing. Ooh, look at that. Long and flowing strands. Messy dreadlocks. Classic. I think I had classic. We're not going to do a ponytail. Facial expression, kind. That's me. Mustache, neat walrus, trimmed beard. I think that's me too, right? Definitely a beard. I like the trim beard. I don't think I like the color though. I think I'd like to go something a little different. Blue with red. Maybe we'll go orange. The Drax orange. All right, so this is your character screen, and then you can pick a class, and there are a bunch of different classes here. The sound really threw me. They are commoner, which leave behind your old life. There's no trait positives. So then you can go hunter, which a lot of people play, and we might actually play this time. Focused range damage and 30% accuracy, 20%. Resourcefulness, 10% animal loot, 25% animal speed. This seems amazing. Fleet-footed, you can walk faster, and you can build bows. These are the only people that can build bows. I was like, why? I was trying to build a bow. I just went as a commoner. I was like, I'll be a commoner. I was trying to build a bow. Couldn't build one. Farsighted, so 15% less melee damage. That's a little crazy. And then claustrophobic, 50% ore drop rate and a 10% mining speed. So you can kill more. Like, I don't know that this is great, honestly, especially for me, someone who doesn't like to fight, right? Like, I don't, maybe just because we haven't done it. Malefactor. So this is a forager, loot from foraging, wild crop drop rate. Pilfer 15. These sounds like projected Project Zomboid trait selections. Yeah, Molly, I'm telling you, you're going to love this game. 15% drop rate, 10% rusty gear drop rate, 12% chance to collect cracked vessels intact. That's huge. Fruitful, 35% animal detection range. Improviser, exclusive craftable, a sling. Frail, less health points, 25% range distance, and nervous, 15% melee. This person is me. I am a malefactor. Clockmaker, so precision damage against mechanicals, temporary gear cost, walk speed is faster, craftable device to tame locusts. What? I've never even seen a locust. Frail and nervous. All right. Probably not. And then a blackguard. This is a soldier. So 30% melee damage, 15% armor durability, walk speed penalty for wearing armor reduced by 25%. A hardy, 10% mining speed, exclusive craftable blackguard short sword and shield. And then ravenous, the hunger rate's faster, your range damage you're going to take. And then heavy handed, -10 loot from cracked vessels, -15 loot from foraging, and 20% less crop harvesting. So this guy is just like a badass melee fighter. So like this one seems pretty good to me too. And then tailor, this is another one. I tried to repair my armor and I was like, you're not a tailor. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not a tailor? So you can build a sewing kit. You can mend armor, which is pretty big. Civil, 10% less loot. You're weak. And kind animal loot. I mean, like this one, everyone needs a tailor, I guess. He's a good tailor. So I'm kind of tempted to, so you're saying it's malefactor. I'm kind of tempted to be this dude just because like all the foraging and like all the stuff that I do is much higher. And like that they can't, like that animals can't detect me. I spend half my time just trying not to get anywhere near an animal. Let's take this. We're going to be this dude. All right. So we're going to confirm class. Okay. So just like in Minecraft, here we are. So like I said, the game has a map. So you hit M and it'll show you what you've seen so far. This will also update as the season changes. So right now it's all green and it will update as you look at it. It's in real time. It's pretty freaking cool. Looks like we're by a big lake of water, which could be okay. We're going to mark this map up a lot. So we're going to hit right click and we're going to tell it there's a cave right here. And there's some cool little icons that make it pretty easy. I use this one, which is cave entrance. And I always make them pink so that I can see them. You'll see some rock on the ground here. We're going to start picking up stuff. These trees are going to come in handy. This is where our spawn point is. So in the beginning, we don't want to get too far away from here because every time we die, we're going to end up right there. Or somewhere close to it. There's a little bunny rabbit. I'm almost tempted just to say, let's settle here. And as we run around and find other places, maybe is that a dead rabbit? Oh, that's a find. Oh, that's not. So when you see dead animals, it's probably this guy right here. He killed the thing. When you see a dead rabbit like that, it'll tell you what happened to it. Partially eaten by another creature. They'll either partially eaten or they've fallen and they've smashed themselves. So I'm picking up flint, which is going to be very important. And it looks as though we spawned right next to a ruin. So we're definitely going to live right here because we're going to use these blocks to build our first house. And this I've not seen before, but this is andesite cobblestone. It's pretty. I was using the blah cobblestone in the last one. I finally put some pine wood floors in. Woo-wee. The other thing you should know about these is there's going to be bony sand. And in the bony sand is a bunch of really cool stuff. And in the early game, you can like pan for gold kind of. You can pan these sand, you can pan sand, and stuff will come out of it. And I'll show you that too, because we're going to need to do that, especially in this early game, to make it work. So somewhere under here, we're going to pull all these blocks. There it is. So that's what it looks like. Bony sand. We need a stick. So let's go get some sticks. And sticks can be pulled from trees. You can just... We can't chop a tree down yet because we don't have an axe. But much like Minecraft, you can get almost all the early stuff just by running up to stuff. There's some sticks. So now we got 3. You can hit E, and this is our inventory. We don't have any bags because we have to craft them. So our bag space is limited to... This is the crafting thing. Our bag space is limited to what we have in the bar. And that's rough because I just got like the best bags in the game. What was that? That's quartz right there. That's a good early find. Oh, wow. All right, so let's mark... We're going to mark this quartz. So when you find stuff on the surface like that, it means that the quartz is underground, and it usually means there's a bunch of it. I don't have any bag space, so I really shouldn't have picked that up. We're just here trying to... There's little bushes you can knock over too, and they'll give you sticks. Everyone talks about like how hard sticks are to get, but like I always have a ton of sticks on me. I never ever worry about sticks. And especially in the summer, I mean, literally you can run up to anything and get sticks. And so to build pretty much any of your opening tools, you're going to take the flint, which I've selected here in my hand. You're going to shift to squat, and then you're going to click the ground. It's going to say, okay, what would you like to build? We're going to build, what was I going to, I was going to build a knife first. So we're going to build a knife. So we'll click knife, and then we're going to actually chisel off. So we have to have another piece of stone in our hand, preferably the stone we're chiseling. So this is flint. And then it'll make the knife head for us. And then we take that, and now we've got a knife. And with a knife, we can harvest things like grass. The knife is like your number one tool. You should always have a knife on you. Build a spearhead. If we kill that bear, though, 16 pieces of meat. It's like winning the lottery. I killed a bear earlier this weekend, and the game glitched, and the bear disappeared in front of me. All right, so then we're going to do this. We need to sort out this bag situation immediately. This is going to be painful. I just dropped the sticks on the ground because I ran out of room. Build a bag really quick. These are cattails. Early game, mid game. All right, the other really helpful thing is H for the handbook. And here you can search everything. So we can search what we need, which is a reed. What is it? It's a hand basket. So it does a really nice thing. It tells you all this kind of early stuff. So the handbook, you can search a bunch of stuff. So if we wanted to, we could search hand basket. And then we can click on it. It'll tell us what we need to make it. So I'm getting these together. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 10 to build one hand basket. The hand basket is going to increase our storage. So I would say if we can, let's try to pull 10, let's try to pull 20 of these and make 2 hand baskets at least to start, and then try to finish. We want to try to finish an enclosure before the night comes. We also need to get some wood because we need to start a fire. And we're going to need to build torches because remember, it's no fun to sit in the dark. There we go. All right, so now we've got some internal storage. Do we think we can... It's May, so the sun is going to set not as late as we would like, to be honest. How many spots do I have? All right, fine. I'll build a shovel. And I remember this napping the first time I did it I was not very fast. And I feel like I've gotten faster. All right, so we only have these 3 cranberries on me. I'm going to eat all the rest of them. We have the real possibility of starving also. But there's probably more berry bushes over the hill. So let's I'm gonna probably leave that soil in there just because I don't have the storage for it yet. We'll come back for it. We know it's there, right? If we're lucky, we'll get the bear close to us and we'll try to kill him. If we can kill the bear, we have to kill the bear. If we don't kill the bear, he'll haunt us every single day. He's not gonna go away. I mean, maybe he runs farther south, but I mean, he's within our area now. You can see the sun is setting. And you can see the bear over there being a frolicking asshole. I don't know that I can build a door. And that seems like not a good place for the door, actually. I don't know. Don't turn your back on the bear. Door. Crude door. Oh yeah, we can build that. 3 sticks. Oh, so you can build with this thing open, by the way. So it's 2 of those. No, thanks, Malls. 2 of those, and then we're gonna put a guy in here, and we'll get a door. I didn't have a door either the first time. Look at this, fancy. Look at how low that roof is. This isn't claustrophobic at all. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's leave 2 of these out. We'll see if that works. All right, so we're going to do, so there's a lot of this. So to make logs, we're going to take a flint axe and maple logs, and then we'll make logs. So now we've got logs. We're making a fireplace, by the way. We're going to put these steps down right here because, maybe not right there, because I want them out of my bags. Because I don't have any bag space. I think we'll make it right here. So to make a fire, we're going to need a fire starter. And to make a fire starter, now I learned all of this. I just memorized it, much like in Minecraft, right? You can, like I said, you can hit the H button at any point. And if you're on it, if you're hovering on something, it'll tell you what you're hovering on. So if you hover on, well, I guess it's in your bag. So if we go to 6 and hit H, will it bring up quartz? No. Anyway, so we type fire start. Is that what it's called? Yeah, fire starter. There it is. And if you click on it, then it'll tell you exactly how to make a fire starter. So then we're going to put dry grass and then 2 sticks. And fire starters are needed, but we'll almost always use our torches, especially here in the beginning, to start fires because they're already lit. And they stay lit in your bags, which is kind of crazy to think about it all the time. Now we're going to, there's a lot of like moving around here. So now we're going to make a fire. So to make a fire, we do 1 piece of grass, and then we do 4 pieces of lumber, which the first time someone told me that, I was like, what? But now that I do it all the time, I don't think anything of it. The fire will stay in place once we build it. And then we just have to add fuel to it. So now we're rubbing the little fire starter together, and there we go. We've got fire. Now to light these guys, we can light them separately, but we can put the torches into the fire pit and then it will slowly light all 6 of them. And we probably don't have enough wood to make it through the night, but we had enough to start it. So let's at least get 1 torch going. And then we'll light the rest of them manually because we need to cook that chicken. So we're going to put the chicken in there, and then you can see it builds a nice little chicken stand, and we'll throw the other 2 pieces, and then it should make the chicken for us. That should be good. Torches. So we'll put 1 on the wall now, and now it'll provide light for this room. Well, I'm impressed. We didn't die yet. All right, we got 2 pieces of chicken. And if we look at food is important in this game, it's huge. There's 320 recipes for food. And we can see that this is fresh for 4.8 days. I'm looking at the bottom of the screen here. And when it's eaten, it'll give us a 200 saturation. The food category is protein. Now, if we hit C, hey, there I am. There's my little guy wearing all my cool stuff. My crazy ass mask. That's spooky. This is sort of like our information about us. At the bottom, it tells the environment, which is basically what's being put at the top of the screen there. And then on the right, we can see our food situation. So right now, we ate some fruit. And that was good for us. But I've had all these saturation levels all the way up. And then that means the rate of tick on your hunger, the more saturated all those stats are, the better it is. It's much slower. Like game now, my other game, like I eat once a day and it pretty much lasts the entire day. The more you exert yourself, the more you run, the faster the food drains. It's a really cool mechanic. You'll see health points here. You'll see body temperature, which is key at 37.8. When it gets cold outside, you can freeze to death. And I've come close a couple of times. And then these other ones, I've never seen them actually, the hunger rate, the healing effective rate, I've never seen them go down. So I don't know that they're affected, but maybe they've gone down. I just haven't been looking at it when I'm like in battle or whatever. I usually look at this screen for two things. One, when I'm putting on something, because you can change your clothes and put on armor. And two, when I'm looking to see, hey, have I eaten enough fruit, vegetables, grain, and protein? I've never done any dairy because I haven't gotten anything that produces dairy, but I've seen that people are producing milk and eggs. So, all right, so now it's 22:54. We can make a bed and we can sleep through the night to speed it up, but I don't know that we got enough grass. I'm almost positive that we did not. What is it? A hay bed is what it's called. And we need 3 bales of hay, which is 6, 2, 4, 6. So it's 8 times 3. Yeah, we need 12. We have 6. So maybe we'll make a bed. I mean, it's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. What did it say? We need these things. And then I think, is it just this? This will be tricky. Hey, all right. Now we can sleep for 7 hours. Day 1 complete. I didn't die, and I built a nice house, and we got some food. Very successful. First day and first playthrough. Check out my YouTube channel for the rest of my vintage story videos. Enjoy. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.